Hello YouTube, welcome to another intermediate advanced class. Okay, with me, gonna have a nice heart opening practice today, feeling like opening up all the space around the neck and shoulders, any tension we collect there. I know you do it too probably when you get tense and stressed. Maybe you kind of crunch your shoulders up and forward by your ears. And so we'll work to kind of loosen up a lot of that tension, okay? It's gonna be fun, maybe a little challenging, so if you feel too challenged, stop and take a break. Okay, listen to your body, and most importantly, having fun is why we're here, feeling good, so no pain. We're gonna start off in a child's pose. Come on down to your really low down, grounded child's pose. So we'll take some time here. And just start to notice your breath. Fill your lungs with big inhales. And then empty them with really long, smooth, slow exhales through your nose. Take a little time just to deepen and slow down your breath. More than likely, you've been doing things, okay, for a few hours today, unless you just woke up. Okay, but either way, let your mind just rest in this moment. And if you notice the future or the past, notice your mind kind of reaching in either direction. Let your awareness come right back to the present again and again. Okay, and we'll start to move and breathe here. Go ahead and reach your hands out and start to grip the hands down into the mat, pressing the shoulders down away from each other, down toward the floor. And kind of opening up the armpit space here, maybe kind of rocking side to side. Okay, just to gently start waking up that upper body. We want to start to gently push down into the hands. I like to lift the elbows a little bit, but you don't have to. You could do this with your elbows down. Okay, let's walk the hands over to one side. Take them way off. I like to take them really far out, okay? And get a big stretch. Hold and breathe. And let's bring it through to the other side. Get another side stretch over there. Hold and breathe. Okay, bring yourself back through center here. And start to get your legs active too. Start to, even from your little child's pose shape, start to push the floor down with your knees. Draw the knees inward toward each other slightly. And feel your lower body start to wake up. Okay? From here, pull yourself up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. And start to hover those knees. We're going to start to get nice and warm here. Holding and breathing. Okay? You can shift forward and back here, stretching into your wrists, but keep hovering and breathing. Let's do 3 more breaths, maybe, just like this. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Nice, find a downward facing dog. Lift those hips, walk the heels, shake that head off. Okay, I'm gonna have to start warming up things pretty soon here, but just for now, take some time in your downward facing dog. Using this shape, even though it's kind of rough, maybe you're kind of tight in the back of the leg, or who knows, but make it just kind of a downward facing dog inspired shape. And then just Kind of feel how the upper body feels about it. You can move around. And we're going to compare this shape later after we've gone through, okay, quite a spicy practice. And we'll see how the downward facing dog feels different. A little yoga experimentation, okay? Now let's just take some flowing just to get nice and warm. We're going to move it forward to a plank. Nice and slow, no rush for now. We're going to do halfway down push-up, so elbows are going to squeeze into the ribs. Ooh. Press it back up to your plank. Keep breathing. Walk to your hands and fold. Okay, we won't hang out in this fold for too long. We'll fold again soon though, but go ahead and roll it up. Unroll the spine. Lift your heart. Look up at the hands. Big stretch across the front body. And then exhale, let it go. Folding down. Palms on the floor. Step it back to your plank. We're going to do a halfway down here. Elbows to ribs. Inhale all the way back up to your plank. Now we're going to come all the way down, okay? Exhale all the way down. Here comes a cobra. Squeeze your elbows in. Pull the heart forward and through. It can be little cobra. It's just our first one of this practice. We'll be back. Tuck your toes. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Okay, take a few moments here, just breathing. We're going to do it again a few more times. That's going to be our simple warm-up flow. Get things moving. But there's no rush. As you're ready, from your downward facing dog. Here we go. Inhaling here, find your plank. Exhale, come halfway down. Elbows squeeze into your ribs. Inhale back up to your plank. And as you exhale, step to your hands and fold. With your inhale, roll yourself up. Point the tailbone down and think of lifting the back side of the heart up and open. With your exhale, fold it all the way back down. Palms are on the floor. Inhale back to your plank. Here we go, back. Halfway down, exhale. All the way up, inhale. And then all the way down, exhale. Pull the heart through for your cobra on the inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Okay, back here. Take a moment, breathe. Pedal out your shape. Remember, you can always take breaks. You can always riff, okay, on what I'm presenting you. Just most important to listen to your instincts while you're moving. Okay, well, let's do that for one more round. Inhale here, find your plank. Exhale, halfway down, elbows in. Inhale back up to your plank. Smooth and controlled. Exhale to your hands and fold. All the way up, inhale. Lift the back of the heart. Big fold, exhale. Inhale back to your plank. Exhale halfway. Inhale all the way up to plank. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale for cobra. Pull that heart forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come on up and back. I'll meet you here. Shake it off. Okay, from here, spread the left fingers nice and wide and push the floor down. Put a lot of weight into that strong left arm, and then see if you could creep your right fingertips over to that left ankle or shin or a knee, somewhere on the outside of the leg. And then making sure your tailbone is pointed straight back behind you. Could you possibly carefully look underneath the left arm at the ceiling? Keep breathing. Ribs expanding. Ribs contracting. Keep the neck long here. One more breath. Nice. Reach your right hand forward and come to a one-handed plank. Keep breathing. You can do this. We're going to switch back and forth a few more times, okay? Tap the left ankle or the left knee with your right hand on your exhale. Inhale, reach forward, one-handed plank. Just one more, okay? Exhale. And inhale. Nice. From your one-handed plank, drop all your heels to the left and reach the right hand up. Find a side plank. Hold and breathe here with me. Okay, we really want to pay attention to the upper body's strength here. So make that bottom arm nice and pushy, pushed against the floor. Put some simple little micro bend in the elbow. Maybe lift that top foot for extra fun. Okay, holding and breathing in your side plank shape. Maybe you get creative and open up the top side a little more. Who knows? I'm always down for a back bend, especially when we're heart opening. One more breath into your side plank. And then as you're ready, bring it down through a regular old plank and press it up, downward facing dog. Walk it out, shake it off. Okay, here comes a little vinyasa. Inhale for your plank. If you'd like to add your hop here, go ahead and add it. Exhale as you hop to your hands, maybe step or float or who knows, crawl. Inhale all the way up to standing. Point the tailbone down. Find that heart lifting. Maybe a little extra back bend here. Exhale, set it all the way down to the floor. Palms are down. Inhale back to your plank. You can hop it or step it, who knows. Exhale halfway down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale for that Cobra. Maybe it becomes an upward facing dog here. Pushing the tops of the feet down. Pulling the heart forward and through. And then exhale. Find your way through to downward facing dog. And we'll meet you there. And we will shake it off. Okay, we're going to go straight into the other side here. Go ahead and spread your right fingertips quite wide. Put some extra push into that right arm and send the left hand over to grab somewhere on the outside edge of the right leg. Just pick a spot and then start to point your tailbone back and look underneath your right shoulder. Big twist for your spine, big opening for your shoulders. Make sure the shoulders are strong, okay, so that they're safe, please. Nice breathing. We're going to add in that one-handed plank. It's so exciting. Here we go. As you're ready, shift your weight forward. Reach the left hand forward. Single hand plank. Exhale back to that twisted down dog shape. Nice. Again, reach forward. Inhale. Reach back on the exhale. Good. Last one. Go ahead and reach it forward. Hold here with me. Drop those heels to the right. Reach that left hand up. We're in side plank. Welcome. Hold and breathe. Push the floor down and get that shoulder strong on the bottom. And then maybe for extra flavor, you lift the leg. You open up the top side of the heart. Maybe, who knows? Nice breath. Find your side plank shape. As you're ready, transition down through a regular old plank and then find your downward facing dog. Great, let's take another round of vinyasa here to keep it warm. Inhaling here, find your plank. Exhale to your hands. Fold. Inhale all the way up to a big open heart, lifted high. And exhale, fold it down. Inhale back to your plank here. Exhale halfway. Inhale plank. Exhale all the way down. Okay, Cobra or up dog here, yogi's choice. Downward facing dog. Walk it out here. Should be starting to feel quite warm, okay, in the upper body and the lower body. I think it's time to lunge. Let's get the right leg up in the sky. Start to separate the feet nice and wide away from each other. Get the hips nice and level with the floor. And just be aware here of the right leg high, the left leg low. Okay, no pressure to make this a big dramatic shape. As long as that right leg is in the air, your right glute is working. Okay, your body is working to hold that leg up, and the left leg is getting a fantastic stretch down the back. Okay, now if all is going well, look forward at your hands and see if you can drop one elbow. Pick it up. Switch sides, other elbow. Pick it up. Now you can try it side to side a few times and just see how you feel. And then if you feel good about both, try both and up and both and up. And then both. Now see if we could hold here with the elbows down, right knee high, holding and breathing. Nice work here, strengthening and opening the shoulders with Dolphin Pose. As you're ready, here's a little challenge for you. Tuck that right knee up and in and see if you could lift your elbows and roll forward to kind of a plank shape. And then we're going to step the right foot outside the right hand. Go ahead and drop the back knee and start to rock out your lunge a little bit. Okay, lunge, such a great movement to keep the lower body aligned and balanced, but also really nice for helping tension in the low back and all up and down your spine. Okay, so you can do your lunge here. We're going to come up in the lunge, okay, and keep the floor, keep really pushing into the floor. So both legs pushing down and pulling in toward each other. You want to really get your strength in your lower body here. And let that allow a lot of freedom in the upper body. So if you want to stay upright in your lunge, you just stay right here. There's no reason to push any further than this. This can be quite a lot. But if all is well, you can take the fingertips down beside you and start to really peel that heart up and open. Pushing the floor down with the legs. And you want to keep a nice tuck in your chin. Don't ever want to strain the neck or anything here. But keep pushing down, lifting that heart. Okay, when you're ready to move on from this shape, come forward. Okay, I want to bring us into a nice deep twist. So drop that left hand on the floor, tuck the back toes, pick up the back knee, and we're going to open up that right hand. Find a nice twisting shape here. Holding and breathing. Pull that right knee inward towards you like you're trying to smoosh it onto your heart. Okay, nice space across the chest here. Maybe just one more breath. Really want to twist the spine and wring out any tension between the ribs so we can open up all that space. Okay, come down from your twisted lunge. With the right hand back on the floor, we can come through three-leg dog with that right leg up in the sky. Again. And then just for fun, let's turn it into a scorpion here where we're opening up that right hip. Take your time. I always have to really remind myself to drop the right shoulder and pull back on the left hip here. So maybe you do too, okay? Maybe one more breath in this big scorpion stretch. We're gonna set the right foot down next to the left. Here comes a quick vinyasa. Feel free to skip it, okay? Should be pretty familiar. Inhaling here, find your plank. Exhale halfway. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to your hands, fold. All the way up on your inhale, pull the heart up, 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 and open. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Exhale, fold it. Inhale, back to your plank. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Okay, we are back. Breathe. We're going to go into the second side. And we'll see what we can find in there. You never know what it's going to be like, right? All right, so from this downward facing dog, let's get that left leg high in the sky. I'm just gonna hold it up there and feel its weight. Try to keep the toes pointing down for now. Just let the legs soften in. The shape doesn't have to be dramatic or anything, okay? Now let's play around with what's going on with the upper body here. Okay, so start to drop one elbow at a time, just see how it goes. Opening up the shoulders. Now we're going to try to drop both a few times up and down. Now come down and hold here. Find your dolphin pose. Push down in that right leg. Lift up in the left. You can move your heart to the back of your mat here. Feel this heart space opening up. Okay, as you're ready, bend that left knee in. At the same time, lift your elbows. Come forward to a hovering plank shape. We're going to drop the left foot outside the left hand. Drop into your lunge and just rock it out for a moment. Okay, it's kind of amazing how different the two sides are, isn't it? Okay, come into your lunge and just kind of settle in. Start to push the floor. Maybe come up out of the shape into a more upright lunge and really push here. Push that floor. So for me, that's when the lunge really starts to come to life and to really work, okay, as a functional movement. So do give it a little bit of push and maybe just stay right here, okay? Just focusing on releasing tension in the front of the right hip and the back of the left leg. Or maybe the fingertips come down and you want to lift that heart up, up, up. Maybe even, second side, you reach one hand up and back. Maybe even the other hand up and back. One day, grab those toes. Come out as you're ready. We're going to transition this into a twisted lunge. So drop into that right hand, lift up the left. Let's go ahead and get off the back knee just because we can and hold your twist here. Really twist that rib cage around the spine here, okay? Breathe deeply. Roll out any tension in your neck here. Feel free to readjust and come back in. Okay, as you're ready, we're coming out of this with that left hand down. We can come out through a three-leg dog, left leg up in the sky, and let's scorpion it because we can. Bend that left knee, shoot the toes over to the right, and keep the shoulders level here. Nice breathing. Big stretch for that left leg. Okay, come on back and through. Walk it out. Great. Okay, your downward dog shape should be definitely feeling a lot different in the legs now, in the upper body too. So let's take our same little vinyasa and we'll come back around and see what we can riff on. Inhale here, find your plank. Exhale halfway. Inhale all the way. Exhale to your hands and fold. Inhale, roll it up. Find that heart open. Find that back bend. Maybe spend a breath or two here. And then let it go. Fold. Inhale back to your plank. Exhale halfway. Inhale plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale cobra or up dog. Maybe bend your toes. Try and tap them to your head. Who knows what'll happen. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out here. We're going to go back into some of our shapes and kind of riff and play. Okay, inhaling here, we're going to get the right leg up in the sky. We're going to open the hip this time, stack it up, make a big downward facing dog, split shape. And then let's see if we can step the right foot through between the hands. Okay, drop that back heel. Coming up to warrior one. So working our external hip rotation on the left side here, push the floor down and start to lift the heart. And we're gonna hold here for a few breaths, just rocking this warrior one shape, okay? So hips are trying to face forward, the belly muscles are pulling up and in, and you can always come up out of it if you feel like you're too low, it's too intense, and then you can drop down as you need to. But nice breathing here, lifting that heart up and open. Maybe even adding in a twist here, starting to look over that right shoulder. Reach the right hand behind for the left leg and deepen that twist even more. Okay, nice breathing here, opening up the left side big time. You can look down, you can look up. One more breath, your twisted warrior one shape. And then come on down. All the hands down under shoulders. Pop up the back heel. Inhale here, find a scorpion shape. And then hold. Maybe scorpion is where you'd like to stay. Maybe you'd like to flip your dog, dropping that right toe, lifting your heart. I like to try to touch the floor with my right fingertips here. Nice breathing. And as you're ready, we're going to flip it back around to a downward facing dog. I'll meet you there. Walk it out. Shake it off. Here comes that vinyasa. Let's keep it flowing. Inhale for your plank. Exhale to your hands. Inhale all the way up. Open up that heart. Take your back bend shape however it feels right. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale back to your plank. Exhale halfway. Inhale all the way up to plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, find your back bend shape. Maybe it's a cobra. Maybe it's an upward facing dog. Maybe touching your head with your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out here. We're going to go into the other side and riff on that warrior one with a twist. So inhaling here, find the left leg up and open. Stretch the leg, the hip open, stack the hip like a big side facing split. And then see if we can step the left foot between the hands. Drop the back heel. Come on up, warrior one. Okay, take your time. Warrior one, it takes some thinking, right? It takes some planning. So drop the back heel, push the floor with the front and the back leg, and keep the belly muscles lifting up and in here, nice and strong. Okay, I really like to add the twist here, so stay here if you're happy. But if all is well, you can start to open up the heart so much that you want to maybe naturally start to twist and look over to the left. The left hand will come back behind and find the right leg and maybe creep down. Big breathing, push the floor. Look wherever seems natural. We're gonna start to come back down and around. All the way down to a lunge, hands under shoulders. Let's bring it up and out through 3 leg. Let's find the scorpion here. And maybe, just maybe, we stay here. Maybe we let the the left toes drop to the right, and we're gonna lift the right and the left side of the heart up and open. Try to touch the floor with that right hand. Nice breathing. And we can swing it back around. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet. Ah, shake it off. Very nice. Let's get back to that vinyasa. Let's do it. Inhale for your plank. Exhale halfway. Inhale, plank. Exhale to your hands and fold. All the way up. Lift the heart. Find your back bend shape, whatever it is. Exhale, let it go. Fold. Inhale back to your plank. Exhale halfway. Inhale up plank. Exhale all the way. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, downward facing dog. We are back. Breathe. Okay, you should be feeling nice and warm. Okay, great spicy practice today. As you're ready, let's get that right leg in the sky. Big breath in. Okay, maybe you want to open it up in that open downward facing dog side split shape. And then go ahead and step that right knee between your hands. Drop it into your pigeon shape. Come on down into your pidge. Okay, so pigeon is so different for everyone, and I do think that each side does need a different pigeon sometimes, so arrange your pigeon to be just perfect for this side, okay? There's no rush. So start to get some good flexion in your right ankle. Very important flexion in the right ankle. Pushing down with the left foot back there. Start to really ground yourself in your pigeon. Pushing the floor down. And hold here for a little while. We're going to use this pigeon shape as a base for a nice heart opener and back bend. So if you need breaks, take them. Okay, modify the shapes, please, to suit you. As you're ready, really get that push down, rocking, and maybe the hands will come up. Push, 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 push. We start to lift the heart here, maybe reaching back. Maybe, if all is going well, you want to turn to look over the left shoulder. Let that left hand slide down a left leg and find a little shape. But we want to keep the hips level with the floor. So keep the left hip drawing forward as you roll open that right side. You can do this with the arms up or down, really whatever feels best. Okay, try the other side now. Look over the right shoulder, but keep the legs just like they were. Look over the right shoulder. You can reach the right hand back and start to open up the left side. Now this can get a little funky because here, if you choose, you can bend the back knee and try to grab the back foot with your right hand, okay? So you can grab the inside of the foot like this if you like. Or if you feel open enough in that right shoulder, okay, and you may be at this point in the practice, or you might still need some more opening. You'll have to ask your shoulder, okay? You can point the right thumb up so the palm faces to the right, and then all the way to the left, and see if you can grab that left foot from the inside. Okay, if you can do that, perhaps you could pull that foot towards you and point the right elbow up, and that gives you a whole heart-opening, back-bending experience here, where you can even reach back with the left hand and grab the left foot. So holding and breathing wherever you are, Take some time just to meet the shape before you rush any further, and keep pushing that floor, okay? Big sensations in the low back. Stay strong. Now, if you're feeling real good here, you can lean your head back and put it in your foot and kind of rest it there. It feels kind of nice and a little full circle moment. So take your time just experimenting with that shape. Feels in like a good shape, really helping to open that whole front side, okay? Take your time transitioning out. You can drop your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, come on up through, 3-leg dog. Okay, stretch it open. We want to get that right hip expanding up and out after all that compression. And then go ahead and bend that right knee. Allow the right toes to drop. Find your wild thing. Now maybe you stay here. Or maybe you'd like to spin it all the way up and over to getting the right hand down on the ground. And finding a really nice deep back bend. Your wheel shape. Chakrasana. Okay, so either way, wherever you are, wild thing or some other shape, push the floor. All the feet and all the hands. You want to think of drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Nice breathing here. Maybe one more big breath. Lift the back of your heart. And we're going to come out the way we came in, through a wild thing. You have to spin on the left wrist. Back through a downward facing dog. Come on back. Great work. Big sensations in the back, okay? Big sensations of movement in the upper body. So just breathe with it. If it feels asymmetrical, we're about to balance it out. So hang with me for a vinyasa. Inhaling here, find your plank. Exhaling halfway. Inhale, plank. Exhale to your hands, hop, step, float, and fold. Nice. Inhale, rolling it up. Lift the heart. Maybe, okay, we're really open here. Maybe we find a deep back bend shape. And bring it through, fold. Palms are down on the floor, back to your plank, inhale. Halfway down, exhale. All the way up and down. All the way down, exhale. Okay, inhale, find your heart opening shape. I like this toes to the head shape. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come on up and back. Okay, we're getting into the other side here. So without further ado, left leg up and through in the back. Open it up into that big split shape. Exhale, step that left knee between your hands. Drop into your pigeon. Okay, take your time. Arranging your pigeon just right, okay? Okay, no rush here. Start to push the feet and the knees down into the floor. Okay, whatever your body's asking for here, go ahead and arrange it. And then we're gonna start to maybe lift the arms here. Second side, it might be easier, it might be more challenging, okay? So it's always good to let go of your expectations and just breathe and enjoy any release you can find in the pose. Okay, you can keep your chin tucked into your chest here, just focusing on widening the shoulders away from your ears. Okay, you can start to open it up. If all is well, you start to look over that right shoulder. Let the right hand kind of slide down the right leg and give you a left side opening. Keep the right hip pulling forward though. Nice breath. Okay. If all is well here, we'll try the other side. Okay, left hand going back. If all is well, bend that right knee, grab the foot. Okay, this might be enough. If all is well, left palm points down with the thumb pointing to the left, then the thumb points up, then the thumb points to the right, and you can maybe grab the top of the foot and just pull it close to you. If it comes close enough, bend the elbow, that left elbow, and point it up. Okay, now you have this lovely shape that you can work with, opening across the front body, all the way from the right knee, through the hip, all the way up to your elbows, okay? So hold your shape here. You might use 2 hands, you might use 1, it's all good, but keep pushing the floor down. Strong belly muscles lifting up and in, and the back of your heart is lifting up here. Maybe you set that head down on your foot. Okay, fun shape to play with. Come out nice and slowly. There's really no rush. It's a fun shape to play with. So take your time. And when you're ready to come out, push down into your hands, tuck the back toes. We're gonna expand up and out into a 3-leg dog. Stretch that left hip up and open. And then let the left knee bend. We might flip this dog. We might turn it into a wild thing with the heart lifting. And then if all is well, you can turn it into a back bend. I'm gonna have to wiggle over this way to make that happen. Okay, you can maybe pull the feet in a little closer, and that left hand can reach all the way up and over and get to the floor, okay? Who knows, maybe it happens today, maybe not. But it's always fun to have something to try. Okay, no matter where you are, push the floor. Shoulders away from the ears. Strong belly muscles. Breathing. Heart open and soft. As you're ready, we're gonna come back and around through your wild thing, through your flip dog, back to downward facing dog. Wow, okay, nice work. From here, drop to your knees. Walk your hands way out and drop your chest for some heart opening Anahatasana. Nice breath here. So keep that tailbone pointed really parallel to the floor, almost like you're trying to point it down, okay? And that's gonna keep the low back really nice and neutral as it can be, so that you can allow this opening to go into your upper back. So do that. Push the floor with your fingers, lift your elbows, and set the heart down. And you really want to get some good push into it. And if everything's pretty cool here, you can put your hands together, bend your elbows, and try to put your thumbs on your head. All right, feels good in that upper body. Take your time coming out, walking your hands back up underneath your shoulders. Okay, we're gonna get into the lower back a little bit here for a moment. So from your hands and knees, step your right knee forward a little bit, cross the left knee behind it, and then start to walk your hands back. You're gonna separate your feet and you're gonna land in a cow face pose. Okay, so I'll spin around to face you. Cow face. Okay, cow face is so amazing for tension in the lower body, lower back. So anytime I work in the upper body, I try to reflect it with some really nice work in the lower back, just so that that upper body has a strong base of support. So in your cow face pose, get situated, make sure your hips are equally heavy on the ground, and start to push your legs down. Okay, get a strength in that lower body. A nice breathing here. Heart rate hopefully starting to come down after that practice. Keep pushing the floor with the legs. Maybe walk the bottom foot away from you a little more. Maybe walk the top foot away from you. I wouldn't take them past your knees, but keep pushing those feet down. Down, down, down. Nice breath here. Should feel really good across your back. Into your lower back. If you have sciatica or outer hip troubles, this might be really helpful for you. Feel free to fold here if it's okay, drawing your heart forward over your knees. I'm going to give you a little more time here, okay? So please get comfortable. Okay, take one last really beautiful slow breath here. It's so hard to leave cow face pose. I could just stay here releasing tension all day. Okay, but for our purposes, go ahead and lean back and switch sides. Left over right. Okay, get the knees close, and then get the hips heavy, and start to push the floor. And just soak it up. All the cow face amazingness, just right here. So maybe close your eyes, meditate on being in the moment. Right here, even if something you notice in this moment about your practice or your environment, even if you notice something that you don't quite like, maybe like tension in the hips or something, as long as there's no pain, maybe allow yourself to dig a little deeper. Why don't I like that thing? Why do I feel like I need to tense my hips right now? What if I let go a little bit? These are things we can think about in postures. Maybe we want to fold it. I'm going to give us more time. Okay, notice all along that outer hip area. If there's anywhere you could really soften and let go, let that happen here. Take your last breath here. It's so hard to say goodbye to cow face. Okay, walk the hands back in, lean back, kick out your legs. Oh my goodness. Okay, with your feet on the floor, you can drop your hands behind you and drop down to your elbows. Okay, some people like palms up here, some people like palms down, but you do what you like. Okay, we're gonna fish pose it for a moment. So lift that heart up, 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 up. The shoulders move down and back, and all this space on the front side of your ribs is big and broad. And try to keep that spaciousness. Keep the shoulders moving down, 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 and back. And we want a nice tuck in the chin here, okay? So your neck stays really long all the time. But maybe with that chin tucked, with that long neck, you start to allow the back of the head to drop and opening up the front side of the heart and chest a little more. Maybe we just take a little time right here. All right, give the knees a little hug. Nice work. Should be feeling nice and open. One more thing, okay? Go ahead and get those legs up in the air. We're gonna start to think about a shoulder stand, okay? So really move the shoulders down away from the ears here. Really scooch them down. Palms are down. Okay, start to work your way into shoulder stand. Knees by the forehead. Make sure you have that support, okay? Hands on the ribs, and really hold that rib cage. I try to think of my rib cage as like a basketball I'm trying to hold, and keep that nose pointed up. Okay, holding and breathing in your shoulder stand. Let that space between the back side of your head and your two shoulders, let that space expand and relax. But you want to keep a chin away from the chest feeling here, okay? Why? Because you want the back of the neck just be softly arching off the floor. Nice breathing in your shoulder stand. Okay, feels so good on the back of the neck and the shoulders. As you're ready, let's come out really slowly though, okay? Bending the knees to your forehead. Put the hands down on the floor here. Okay, but we're gonna come out through this really slow, kind of a plow pose. Roll, okay? Now if this hurts your spine in any way, you're gonna roll out carefully and take a break. Plow pose may not be for everyone, but if you're all right, use your strong arms to push down and start to roll yourself down, vertebra by vertebra. Think of lifting your heart away from the floor as you are doing this. Let the spine really roll down. Remember to breathe. Really make it last here. I try to challenge myself to make it longer and longer each time. Okay, as your tailbone finally uncurls, bend the knees, drop them over to one side. Time to twist. Let's take some cactus arms. Look away from your knees. And let's bring the knees to the other side. Nice breathing. And bring the legs back through. Go and extend your legs. It's time to rest in Shavasana. Whatever Shavasana manifestation suits you best right now, you can bend your knees or elbows, however you like. But take some time just to rest and let this really spicy practice that we just enjoyed kind of soak in. Feel your heart rate slowing down. And take a few more breaths here. Just noticing how it feels to be present in this moment. And please keep resting just like this for as long as you can. Thanks so much for practicing with me. And see you next time.